everybody, welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to this channel. I'm Molly, I'm your yoga teacher, physical therapist, outdoor enthusiast, etc. So today we're going to start the first class in a 4-part series called Bloom, and it's going to be a journey towards the pose Bird of Paradise. Tough pose, I'm still working on it. We'll take all the steps we need to get there and just work together. Don't get frustrated. It's a tough pose that will take probably a few years to get to, and that's okay. But this first class is called CULTIVATE, so it's very sun salutation vinyasa heavy. We're revisiting these same old patterns, these kind of mindless repetitions, but with a new focus, a new intention, some different variations on your salutations. You know, with cultivating, we have to kind of unearth and unpack these pathways that seem really familiar, and it might look like a little weird, a little destructive at first, but we're just making conditions for that new growth towards this end pose goal that we have. So you don't need any props for this class, just your mat or your carpet or wherever you're comfortable. Get ready and we'll get started. We're gonna begin in a forward fold at the top of our mat. So bring your feet to hip width distance, generous bend in your knees, especially if this is the first thing in the morning for you. And then hands can be resting on the ground, or you can hold on to opposite elbows. Close your eyes down. Just sway side to side, leading with the hips. Feeling the space between each vertebra increase. See if you can inflate your lungs, fill up your belly on your inhales. And then sink a little heavier belly to thighs on your exhales. We'll stay here a few more moments. I want you to bring the word cultivate to mind. Maybe this just relates to your yoga practice, the physical vinyasa sun salutations that we'll do today. Or maybe you can find another area of your life where you've just been going through the motions, where there's hard, packed earth. Conditions aren't good for growth, for new life in this area. Maybe make that your intent for the day. Yes, to work on the physical practice, but also to carry these ideas over into the mental, emotional, relational as well. Using breath as a tool to move energy into these stale areas. We'll take 3 more breaths to seal your intention on your own time. On this last breath, deep inhale in through your nose, fill up entirely. Big cleansing exhale out through your mouth. Release it out. Good. Press through your heels, slowly roll up your spine to Tadasana. Hands at your side. Keep your eyes closed and just feel the earth underneath your feet. We're going to move through 3 rounds of our traditional sun salutation A, and then we're going to mix it up a little bit. So on your inhale, sweep your arms overhead, look up between your palms. You can add a slight back bend if you wish. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Belly compresses to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine, pull back with your fingertips. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, lower from plank, down to chaturanga, elbows bent by the side. Inhale, flip over your toes, upward facing dog. Carve your heart out through your shoulders. Exhale, send your hips high, glide it back to downward facing dog. And then we'll take a spinal wave. Inhale, roll your spine forward to plank, shoulders stack over wrists. And then exhale, bend your knees, glide your hips high, downward facing dog. Keep plenty of bend in your knees to keep the back part of your spine long. Inhale, look forward, step, walk, float. Come to a halfway lift at the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Moving with the pace of the breath. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Round two, inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold, ride the breath. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Lower through chaturanga, option to lower down onto your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, hips lead the way, down dog. Inhale, roll forward like a wave into plank pose. And then exhale, shoot the hips back, press through the palms, down dog. Inhale, walk, step, hop, float to the top of your mat. Find some length in your spine. Exhale, fold. Hang heavy. Press through your feet, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Final round here, inhale. Breathe through the side waist. Exhale, ride the breath down to your fold. Hands come to the mat, blocks or shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale to find your back bend. Exhale to glide to downward facing dog. And then make the spine nice and juicy. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose. And exhale, bend the knees as much as you need. Send the hips high. Inhale, top of the mat, feet between your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let the crown of the head drop down. Press through your feet. Inhale, rise up, upward salute. Back bend if you wish. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes here and breathe. So this will be our main template, our main pathway that we're going to use, but we're going to cultivate it. We're going to dig a little bit. We're going to address 7 or 8, so it'll be 7 or 8 rounds, different aspects of bird of paradise pose that are really important to work on in your body. So each round will have a different focus. First up is thoracic or mid-upper spine rotation. So you can open your eyes whenever you're ready. But view this Tadasana as mountain pose as your reset, as your place to revisit physically or emotionally any of those intentions you set at the beginning of our practice. Always having the option to pause here for a few extra moments. On your inhale, sweep your arms overhead, look between your palms. Exhale, open twist, left hand forward, right hand back. Peel the right shoulder open. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, open twist over to the left. Keep the hip points facing forwards. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Bend into your left knee. Inhale, open up through your right hand up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the right fingertips, bend the right knee. Inhale, open the left hand to the sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down onto your belly. Untuck your toes, fingertips come to 10 and 2, kind of the diagonal upper corners of your mat. Identify the back of your heart, find that space, and use that to lift you up on an inhale to cobra pose. Exhale, drop your left shoulder to the mat, look over the right shoulder. Inhale back, the heart lifts you up, unfurling your spine and neck. Exhale, drop the right shoulder to the center, look over to the left. Inhale, rise up one more time. And then exhale, lower down onto your belly. Place your hands by the sides of your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Flip over your toes. Inhale, grow long through your side waists. Exhale, bring your left hand to the outside of your right calf. Twist under your right shoulder. Inhale, down dog, 2 hands, 2 feet to the mat. Exhale, right hand to outside of left calf, twist under. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose, wave your spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, make your way to the top of your mat, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet, arms overhead, look at the sky. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Take 1 extra breath to reset. Always clearing it out through the mouth. Moving that stale energy through your body with your breath. Round 2 is side body lengthening. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Clasp your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Poke your left hip out to the side. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, side bend to the left. Lengthen through your right rib space. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, but bring both hands to the outside of your right foot. See if you can lengthen from your left armpit down through your left hip bone. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk your hands over to the outside of your left foot. Big breath in, fill all the way. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant through your hands. Lower down onto your belly. This time, left fingertips forward, right fingertips stay back. Inhale, roll onto the left side of your body and press through your left palm. So we're coming into this kind of seal, cobra, lazy variation. Feels so good. Take an extra breath here. Feel the left side lengthening. And exhale, roll down onto your belly. Right hand comes to the top of your mat, left hand behind you. Inhale, roll onto your right hip, press through your right palm. Really feel this on the right side of your core, an area that is often neglected. One more inhale here. And then exhale, roll down onto your belly. Hands plant beside your ribs. Tops of the toes are down on the mat. Inhale, press up to your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, hips lead the way. Downward facing dog. Find your foundation here. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of your feet. And exhale, plant your heels over to the left. Bend your left knee, tent up onto your right fingertips. Hips are poking out to the left. Your chest is rolling underneath your right shoulder. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, back to center, downward facing dog. Inhale, up onto the balls of your feet. And then exhale, bend the right knee, heels drop over to the right. Tent onto the left fingertips. Breathe through your side body. 1 more, grow longer from fingertips down to the outside of your foot. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank pose and move through the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Push through your feet, inhale, rise up. Gaze between the palms. Exhale, hands to heart center, option to close down the eyes. Revisit. Inhale in through the nose. Cleansing breath out of your mouth. Let it go. Next we have hip flexor and quad and core strengthening. So inhale, arms overhead, bring your right knee up with you. Exhale, palms press in front of you as you extend your right knee, press your heel away. Inhale, bend your right knee up towards the sky, arms overhead. Exhale, lower it down. Other side, inhale, left knee up to the sky, arms overhead. Exhale, palms of the hands and left sole of the foot presses forward. Stay strong through your left quad. Inhale, arms overhead, left knee bends. Exhale, lower it down, forward fold, ride the breath. On your inhale, halfway lift, and then plug your right hip back into its socket, hovering your right foot off the mat. Exhale, release. Weight shifts over into the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift, hover your left foot, plug your left hip back into its socket. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. And then breathe out, plant your hands, step back, keep your toes tucked this time. Lower down into chaturanga, and inhale, floating dog. So hips are hovering off the mat, toes are tucked. Quads are engaged, press back through your heels. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, reach your right heel high. Exhale, option for tiger curl, so right knee into chest as you shift forward, or keeping that right foot straight, tap it to the outside of your right wrist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, release that foot down. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, tiger curl, or keep the left foot straight. Engage through your core. Inhale, rise up again. Exhale, release down. Inhale, roll forward through your plank pose. Exhale, spinal wave back to down dog. Keep the breath steady. Inhale, step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, push through your feet, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep the breath steady. If you find at any point you're losing your breath, then pause. Pull in through it. Inhale in through your nose. Cleansing exhale. Good. We have our hamstrings now. Inhale, arms overhead. Upward salute. Exhale, arms out to the side. Lower down a quarter of the way. Inhale, flat back, stay strong here. Spiral your inner thighs back. Exhale, lower halfway, so your spine is parallel to the ground. Inhale, micro bend through your knees. Exhale, lower down 3/4 of the way. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your right knee. Press your left hip bone back, look forward. And then exhale, both knees soften, release. Stay bent through your left knee. Inhale, press your right hip back, halfway lift, big hamstring stretch. And exhale, fold. Inhale, fingertips to the mat or to your shins, flat back. Find some length. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank pose. Lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then on your exhale, roll your hips over to the left side of the mat, coming onto your bottom, folding into Paschimottanasana. Take a breath in here to find length through your spine. You might be off your mat, that's okay. Exhale, fold, hamstring stretch. Good, inhale, find your cobra at the top of the mat, roll back onto your hips. And then exhale, roll your hips over to the right, forward fold. Inhale to find length. Exhale, stretch. Good, inhale, upward facing dog or cobra one more time. And exhale, press through your palms, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, lift your right foot slightly. Place it on the back of your left heel. Exhale, let that weight really stretch through the back of your calf and hamstring. Sinking your heel closer to the mat. Continuing to stay long through your low back space. Good. Switch sides, plant your right foot. Inhale, lift your left foot slightly, place it on the back of your right heel, and then exhale to sink. Stretch a little deeper. One more inhale. Exhale. 2 feet to the mat. 2 feet and 2 hands to the mat. Inhale, spine away forward to plank pose. This is your reset. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option to always drop into child's pose if you need during that moment. Inhale, step to the top of your mat, flat back. Exhale, fold. Press through your feet, rise up, arms overhead. Close your eyes down, hands to heart center. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Good, now we have hip external rotation stretches. So inhale, arms overhead, right knee follows them. Exhale, standing figure forward pigeon. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Sit your hips low. Inhale, plant your fingertips. Reach the crown of the head forward. And then exhale, fold your body down as if your head could touch your left big toe. Good. Inhale, rise up, right knee to chest, arms overhead. Exhale, release it down, hands to heart center. Switching sides, inhale, left knee rises to the sky. Exhale, left ankle crosses over right knee, standing pigeon. Hips sink low. Inhale, start to send the crown of the head forwards. Flatten through your back, and then exhale, fold the body down. Good. Inhale, rise up, stork pose. And then exhale, ride the whole breath down to your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Feeling more open now. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, move through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, roll onto the left hip. Extend your left leg out long, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, and fold here. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, and exhale, fold. Good, plant your hands at the top of your mat, move through your cobra or upward facing dog, and then exhale, roll the hips over to the right. Keep your right leg extended, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Inhale, find length. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Good, top of the mat. Move through your back bend once more. And then exhale, option to close your eyes as you tuck your toes, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, right knee into chest here. And then exhale, figure four, down dog. Right ankle crosses over left thigh, press your hips back. Good, plant your right foot at the end of your exhale. Inhale, left knee into chest. And then exhale, figure four, down dog. Feeling that stretch through your left outer hip. Foot plants at the end of your exhale. Inhale, roll forward through your spinal wave. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of the mat, flat back with your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Option to add the back bend. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes down. One breath in through your nose. And then breath out through your mouth. What are you working on cultivating other than these strengthening drills, these stretching drills? Find that area again, just in your life, that you feel that you've mindlessly, repetitively moved through. It feels dry. The earth is dry and cracked. How can you use what you're learning on the mat and bring it into your life? A couple more rounds here. Next we have our inner thigh and groin and adductor stretches. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step the right foot out to the side into a skater lunge. Send the weight over into the right hip as you stretch the left inner thigh. Inhale, back to center, arms overhead. Exhale, skater lunge, step the left foot out, bend into the left knee, big right groin stretch. Inhale, upward salute. Back to center, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. From here, exhale, step the right foot out, skater lunge, but in this folded position. Inhale, back to center, flat spine. Exhale, right foot steps out, right knee bends, left foot steps out and bends, right leg straightens. Inhale, halfway lift, back to center. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, roll onto your left hip. Find Janu Shirshasana with your legs, so right leg is extended. Left sole of the foot is on the inner seam of the right thigh. Inhale, reach your left hand high. Exhale, side bend, over to the right. But press your inner right thigh down to the mat. Inhale, come to the front of your mat. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over onto your right thigh. Extend your left leg long. Place the right foot on the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, reach your right hand high. And then exhale, side bend. Think about spinning your left inner thigh down. Inhale, find your back bend, your cobra, upward facing dog. And then exhale, press through your palms, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-leg dog, reach your right heel high. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, press your left inner thigh back. Big groin stretch. Good, inhale, three-legged dog, square the hips. Exhale, release that right foot down. Other side, press through your right foot. Inhale, sweep the left heel high. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Good, breath in, neutralize. Breath out, release. Roll through the spine to your plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of the mat, lengthen through your spine on the breath in. And exhale, fold. Press through all four corners of your feet. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Breath in through your nose. Breath out through your mouth. Clear it out. Doing well. We have 3 more rounds. This round is all about some balance. Open your eyes whenever you're ready. Inhale, arms overhead, rise up onto your toes. And then exhale, shift the weight to the right foot as you slowly lower down onto your right heel. Inhale, arms overhead, lift the toes, lift onto the toes, balls of the feet rise. And then exhale, shift the weight over to the left foot, pluck the right foot off the mat, slowly lower down on your one leg. Inhale, one more time, heels lift. And then exhale, slowly ride the breath down as you're balancing on the balls of your feet, all the way down into your fold. If you lose your balance, it's okay, try again. At the end of the breath, lower the heels down. Inhale, waist lengthens, crown of the head reaches forwards. And then exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, lower down onto your belly. Untuck your toes. This time try to balance on 2, 3, 4 fingers. Inhale, rise up into your cobra pose. And then exhale, lower the chest to the mat. Hands plant beside your ribs. Inhale, normal, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips glide back to downward facing dog. Feel really steady into your left hand and your right foot.
Start to tent up onto the right fingertips. See if you can lift your left leg up to the sky. Take a breath to hug everything into midline. Engage your core. And then see if you're able, try to lift your right hand from the mat as well. Really working on our stability and balance. This is a tough pose. One more breath in. And then exhale, lower 2 hands, 2 feet to the mat. Take a breath in to prepare. Take a breath out to engage your core. So strong through your right hand and your left foot. Tent up onto the left fingertips and lift your right heel high. If it feels okay, start to lift the left hand from the mat as well. 2 pointed down dog. Inhale. And then exhale, lower down. Move through your spinal wave or skip it. Exhale, we'll meet in down dog. Take a breath in, make your way to the top of your mat. And exhale, forward fold. Press through your feet, inhale, rise up, upward salute. Exhale, close your eyes as your hands come to heart. One breath in through your nose. One breath out of your mouth. Keep moving with the rhythm of the breath. Now we have our shoulder rotation stretches. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bend your right elbow. Place your left hand onto the right elbow. Tricep stretch. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, switch sides, left elbow bends. Bring your left fingertips between your shoulder blades. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold down. Place your right hand, palm facing up on your low back, your sacrum. And then inhale, open up to the right. Exhale, fold. Place your left hand on your low back, palm facing up. Inhale, twist open to the left. Feel the stretch through your left shoulder. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down all the way onto your stomach. Untuck your toes, place both palms facing up. The back of your hands are resting on your low spine. Inhale, rise up to locust pose. Feel the stretch on the front of your shoulders. Breathe in, extend through the crown of your head. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just take a moment to totally roll out through the shoulders. Nothing organized, but just feel those shoulders moving in your sockets. Finding some kind of smile shapes through your shoulders and hips. Good, inhale, roll forward to plank pose. Bend the knees slightly, send the hips high, downward facing dog. Look at the top of your mat, step forward, find your length through your spine. Exhale, release the crown of the head heavy. Inhale, rise up, arms overhead. Exhale, close your eyes, hands to heart. Inhale, in through your nose. Exhale, out through your mouth. Last round. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Keep your thumbs untucked. So everything is wrapping around except your thumbs are free. Inhale, chest expansion stretch. So weight your knuckles down, lift your heart high to the sky. And then exhale, forward fold. Keep the clasp of the hands. Try to extend your hands over your head. Inhale, halfway lift through your spine. Exhale, fold. At the end of your exhale, release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, move through your chaturanga. Actually, lower all the way down onto your belly. Oscillating cobra, so hands at 10 and 2, 10 onto the fingertips. Inhale, back of the heart lifts you up. Exhale, just look over your right shoulder. Feel the left side of your neck stretching out. We're not lowering here, we're just breathing. Inhale, head rolls back to center. And then exhale, chin over to the left shoulder. Find space and length in your right collarbone. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Now we'll find vacation dog. So instead of this really activated one where we're really spilling our hip points forward, extending through our spine, I want you to sink your chest down to the mat. So it's something that feels really good. You're kind of wrapping your outer armpits down. It's not something that we should do all the time because it's not a very activated pose, but just find some heart melting here. Some expansion through the sides of your chest. Back of the heart drops and drips heavy. One more breath here. And exhale, lower the knees down. Find puppy pose, Anahatasana. So hips are stacked over your knees. Walk your hands forwards. Similar to our vacation down dog, but just release a little here. Option to rest on your nose and forehead. If you're feeling a bit more open, walk your hands forward. Come onto your chin and chest. Take 3 breaths. Good. Walk your hands back. Sit your hips onto your heels. Hands rest down on your thighs. Close your eyes. Tuning back into the rhythm of the breath if you lost it. Just take a moment to reflect on your practice today. Moving through these familiar shapes. This practice is land that you've seen before. These body patterns that you've seen before. Doing in a way with focus and intention. Unearthing, digging up the soil so we made good conditions for growth towards bird of paradise. And if you need, take 3 more breaths to think about that intention in your personal life that you set. One more inhale, fill up the lungs entirely. Lift through the crown of your head. Belly pokes out. Cleansing breath out of your mouth. Hands will be in a prayer position at heart center or a third eye. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. All right, everyone. So that was our Cultivate class. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope you feel really wonderful throughout your body. It is good to come to these familiar shapes. Sometimes with creative sequencing, we get a little lost. So moving through your vinyasas, through your sun salutations is a beautiful practice, even if you don't add these variations, but just do it with mindfulness instead of just mindless repetition. So, but we worked on some hips, some shoulders, some balance, all that good stuff to prepare us for bird of paradise, or at least get a little closer. So next class we have plant, which I'll describe if you stay tuned. And then we have grow, and then finally we have bloom. So I hope to see each of you for those next classes. Thanks for joining. And if you like this class, please share with others, please subscribe, comment below, whatever you want to comment, respectfully. All right, I'll see you next time.